What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Malaysia? Is it the Twin Towers, the island hopping, the World Heritage City of Malacca, or all the cats? Everyone has a different list, as Malaysia ranks among the best travel destinations in the world, and its capital city of Kuala Lumpur even more so, as there are just too many amazing hidden experiences that you can only find in Malaysia. So, someone who has lived here and traveled this beautiful country many times, I want to take you on a trip inside and around Kuala Lumpur to see how you can spend 3 days in this beautiful city to have the best time of your life. But after flying across the ocean and arriving at the biggest airport in Malaysia, you will notice that it's more like a shopping mall with all the food you can eat, all the luxury 5-star hotels you can stay, and even the capsule hotel where you sleep inside the shipping container. But it's quite massive, and frankly, I don't think the direction is that good, so your first time here, you may have trouble getting around. But they have the cheapest Burger King possibly in the world, where a chicken burger is only $2.50, and this is only the beginning of how cheap the food in Malaysia could get.
Plus, you can see there's not much to do around the airport anyway, so let's head on to downtown.
And after that, you can take the bus or the metro from the airport, or simply grab a taxi using your phone. And from here to downtown Kuala Lumpur, assuming the traffic is not terrible, would take you about an hour. But why wait till Kuala Lumpur to have all the fun when you could do a quick right turn and check out the coolest attraction in Malaysia, the Centipede temple inside the city called Seremban. Yes, this is not a joke. They literally have a temple for a massive centipede. But after feeding the pet rabbits at the door, wander deeper into it, seeing more and more statues of different gods, and getting more food to feed the turtles that to bring good fortune. But sadly, I didn't see it. But none of that can compare to what we're doing next, because at the top of the mountain, you'll find the god of love in the local religion, which is believed to have the power to find your true love. And you can see how popular this is amongst the locals, so maybe you could give it a try. But Seremban is also where you will find the cheapest 5-star luxury hotels in the entire world.
And literally $19 for a massive hotel room just like this.
So for anyone having a smaller budget, you've just found your heaven on earth. But just a little north from here, also like two of the most iconic buildings in the country. The Security Council building, where you can take some great pictures, and the Masjid Putra, or we like to call it the Pink Mosque, as this is one of the few mosques open for tourists. So if you wish to experience what it's like being inside one of the biggest mosques, feel free to come in. It's currently free for the time of writing. Just be sure to take off your shoes and dress up properly by wearing something that covers most of your skin. Otherwise, they might ask you to wear a robe. And just as you arrive in the center of Kuala Lumpur and check into your hotel, more than likely, it's already late and the sun's about to set. But if there's still time, you can buy a ticket that's shaped like a token to use the metro, or simply grab a taxi to explore the surrounding wonders like the Independence Square, which marks the day Malaysia gained independence from the British rule, and the government office next to it, perfect for taking pictures, and the one and only Kuala Lumpur Tower, which used to be the tallest tower here until surpassed by this walkie-talkie looking thing. And walking around is free, but if you want to go to the top and even walk around outside, last time I checked it was $50 or something. But whether that's worth the money, you decide.
So sometimes it might rain and sometimes the weather may be too hot, but overall it's always pretty good.
And after eating some dinner at the local night market you can find all over the place, it's time to head back to the hotel, and I don't still have any stamina left. The second day is when you really get to explore downtown Kuala Lumpur, and we'll start up the day by eating the all-you-can-eat local breakfast buffet provided by your hotel. Because most hotels over here, even the cheapest capsule hotel, have some sort of breakfast. But the buffet in Malaysia is unlike anything you've seen. Due to the influence of so many cultural backgrounds, they've somehow created the most delicious combination of food in all of Asia. So don't be afraid to try all the food you want, even if you don't know what it is, or if you're vegetarian and can't tell if it has meat in it, just ask the nice people around. After that, we quickly make our way to the metro station and get a one-way ticket to Pasar Seni, because this is the one stop for all your downtown traveling needs from Petaling Street Market, which is one of the most popular Chinatowns. And if you come here during weekends or holiday season, it's going to be difficult to even move, and you might want to avoid some shady alleyway. It's a safe country, but you never know. But it's a great place for anyone who loves to shop. And about 20 minutes of walking to the east, be sure to use a map or some sort of navigation. You would arrive at the tourist district with the famous Pavilion Kuala Lumpur. They mostly sell luxury goods, and sometimes there's a street market outside where you can support the local artists, maybe get some food, and there's even a rabbit furry for whatever reason. But none of that compares to where we're going now, because when I first came here, this place surprised the living spirit out of me with their massive indoor theme park with with all the amusement rides you could imagine. A whole obstacle course for Ninja Warrior for kids, and the craziest roller coaster rushing all over the building. Feel free to try it. I'm too scared to. But welcome to Berjaya Times Square, as I absolutely love taking my friends here when they first visit Kuala Lumpur, since they have the best 5-star hotel in all of Malaysia. The shopping mall with the theme park from earlier, literally below your hotel, local movie theater, and whatever this is. But the day pass for the park with the limited rides costs about $22, which is perhaps more expensive than your hotel. So you decide whether you want to go in or not.
And it looks like some part of the mall still being expanded upon. Guess we'll just have to come back later.
But now you're probably hungry, so let's go find some local food before going to the one place you totally don't want to miss. And for that, you can eat at the Mosque. They literally have a restaurant with talking dinosaurs. Or you can venture outside, which I ended up finding an underground food court full of exotic food and decoration with a supermarket selling sushi. I know it's not Malaysian food, but I swear, sushis over here taste so different. You could totally try it. And next is finally the Petronas Twin Towers. They used to be the tallest building in the world for a couple of years, and next to it, you will find the KLCC park, and inside the tower, you will find another shopping mall if you still need to buy something. The entire district opens all the way till midnight, so you wouldn't run out of things to do. But right before we begin the third day in Kuala Lumpur, I want to show you an honorable mention that is the World Heritage City of Malacca. And from central Kuala Lumpur, it takes about 2 hours to get there by a bus or taxi, unless you get unlucky and stuck inside the traffic jam. But if you wish to see the history of Malaysia, it's totally worth to visit, as you'll be surrounded by the beautiful red brick building built by the Dutch almost 400 years ago, with the most notable being the Christ Church of Malacca and a Famosa, a fortress built by the Portuguese, which is even older than the rest. But thankfully, parts of the fortress still remain today. And not to mention the Proclamation of Independence Memorial. The name is so long, but it's basically a history museum next to it, and it's free to enter and look around. Malacca is also a city with some of the coolest and most affordable hotels, and also some of the cheapest street food, so you can easily stay here for another day. But back to Kuala Lumpur, after finishing your breakfast at the hotel, you're free to go see the city again. But that's when I learned that only 20 minutes away from downtown Kuala Lumpur lies one of the most beloved cities in Malaysia, where they say once you go there, you wouldn't want to leave again. And that brings us to a place called Klang, just west of Kuala Lumpur. It may not look like much at first, but once you've laid your eyes on any menu inside the restaurant, you would immediately understand why local people call this the best place to live in Malaysia, as the coffee I'm drinking now costs less than 50 cents, as well as the 50 cents roti bakar kaya, which is a special local breakfast, and this whole box of coconut tarts also only 50 cents.
Less than $2 and I'm already full. This must be paradise on earth.
But if you want to eat something fancier, this traditional wonton noodles and some vegetable stir fry are also less than $2 each.
Now we're back at the hotel. For capital city, Kuala Lumpur really isn't that big, with only a handful of tourist attractions, and some of it I don't even think you will want to visit, like aquarium inside the shopping mall and the Museum of Optical Illusion, which I guess you could take some really cool pictures. So at some point you would still want to venture out of Kuala Lumpur to see everything that the beautiful country of Malaysia has to offer. And spoiler alert, it's the best place in the world.